Welcome back to Deep Heights. My name is Deborah. We're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to do a reading, no specific sign, and it's not date specific. If you're here, hopefully there's something here for you to learn, to see differently, to discover, to see something from a different perspective, to find what we're missing, to understand something better, deeper, or maybe to even just explore something we don't know. Let's get started. I'm going to get a couple of cards. First, we'll get a card from the Sacred Geometry Oracle deck, and I'm going to get an animal card to go with that, and we're just going to see what we find. I like to allow the cards to speak. They are the great the great way showers. Sorry, that was funny. Embarrassed me a little bit. I can't speak sometimes. Okay. Let's find, let's let the Sacred Geometry Oracle deck speak. What's the mood for today? What are the energies surrounding us? Passion. Change on the bottom of the deck. I don't want to read too much into it. Let's get on the wild unknown animal magic with this passion and change. The change is important here as well. We have the turtle and the stingray. I think with this passion, this is an intense feeling. I feel with the word passion, it also implies suffering, pain, something that you must be endured. Endurance matters here with this passion. But it's emotional. Whatever it is, I mean, you don't have to be just passionate about love. Be passionate about life, your drive for life, your lust for life, what are you passionate about? Are you passionate about, I was going to say also outside things, but also are you passionate about yourself? About your own being. And with the change card being on the bottom of the deck, here, perhaps our attention could be called to recognize that, because something here is hidden. When the cards came out, the turtle. He's on top and he can retreat into his shell. And that stingray, the stingray energy here, we have the colors here, which is alluding to the chakras, the alignment of our being. Each one of those chakras relates to something else. The 7 chakras. 7 is a sacred number indeed. Passion is card 34, which is 7. How very interesting. The way that these circles are here, they kind of look like little hearts. The way that the circle, you have the 2 circles and you have the circle right here, they look like hearts. This could be love, romantic love. Of course, we think of romantic love as passion. That's the great motivator for life. the love and passion of another? Does it inspire you to change? This is card 12. 12 is the Hanged Man, seeing things differently. But the Hanged Man is stillness and silence, and he's not really engaging with another person. He's fully immersed in himself with the world in a different way, because he's upside down. He's grounded because he's with the tree. You know, his foot is tied to the tree, so he's got a tether somehow here with the tree, but he's looking at things upside down, which is going to bring us to Tarot in Wonderland. Okay. So let me just get this organized here so I can keep my thoughts organized. I don't get lost, and we can improve the readings that way. This turtle and stingray. They're going to unfold this really watery energy, this energy of retreat. And I think of stingrays being right on the surface of the sand and the water. You know, they're hiding. Something's hidden. Your passion is hidden. Isn't shown to others, be it with love, be it in life, what you truly want to do with your life. It's something is hidden. Or just below the surface. Just below the surface with the stingray. And with the turtle is shy. It retreats. Okay. Let's talk about, let's use the Tarot in Wonderland, which I really am seeing things differently with this deck. The imagery. Page of Swords talk about seeing things differently. But this is passionate. She's the Page of Swords is very passionate about ideas, new ideas, putting them into practice. You know, a little bit argumentative, wanting to speak. He's holding a scroll. There's messages. There's something that he has. There's some type of knowledge that you have that you want to share. You have the passion. You have the brilliance of the mind here. He's got a trumpet there attached, but he's not using it. But he's got this sword of truth, and he's got those hearts. Interestingly, there are 12 hearts on his 10 here, and then one heart each on his sleeves. So you know the hearts on the sleeves. You know he's very passionate. You know, when someone has their heart on their sleeve, they're exposed, and you have the 10 of hearts here, and hearts, of course, are cups, are emotions. Zest is the word I get from here. Zest. Zesty with this passion. Ooh, Page of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Free. Just heard that song, Free Fallin'. The Page of Wands. You're a she-dragon. Well, I lied. Anyway, sorry. Okay. What else may we know about this passion with the Page of Swords? Something has you wanting to speak and learning about something new as well. It's not without difficulty, though. The page, especially the Page of Swords, is defending themselves. Could be where the suffering comes in here. What else may we know about the passion, please? The Star came out reversed. Ace of Pentacles reversed on the bottom of the deck. Star. There's a need for purification with the change. With the turtle and the stingray here with the star reversed. We know, I mean, the star rules Aquarius, which is fixed air, but Aquarius is the water bearer, which the water is emotions, our feelings, and that air, that water kind of could be to cleanse and move that air that gets stagnant. Page of Swords. Here you see those clouds. These clouds up here. They're kind of they're storm clouds. There's been a storm here, or a storm is brewing. But there's clarity. The Page of Swords is bringing clarity. I don't feel like this is you now. This has more of a feel of the past and what you're coming out of. This Ace of Pentacles reversed. A failure. Something failed to materialize, which could have left you feeling trapped, or you stayed too long. You lingered too long here with the turtle and the stingray. You stayed at the depths waiting. Stagnancy. Indeed. The change. Change. Keep saying that. Change. But yeah. Okay. Let's get one more. And the Eight of Wands reversed. This is like no change. Here you are. This is you. Here you are now. Your feelings now come through victorious. Emerging. Fighting your way. You know, like Reepicheep. You know, fighting his way. Even though he's like a little mouse. He's just this little rabbit. You've used your intelligence. Thoth is indicated here with this rabbit. With spring, with the Easter, with the great mother goddess of spring. You know, after winter, after this Eight of Wands and Star reverse, this energy here of just mundane and doldrums, and I don't have a good feeling about this energy here with the stingray and the turtle. That's this vibe going on with the Star reverse and the Eight of Wands. This is dull, very dull. This is coming across, this energy is very, very dull. It stinks. It stinks. But you're emerging. And you want to speak your truth to other people passionately. And that's beautiful. I like it. Okay. Let's see. Let me move this over here and let's move on and see what else is happening. What else the cards have to say about this new change and what you're talking about, this passionate change, this hearts. Okay. Let's talk about the change. What's changing that you want to speak about? What is this happening here? I'll get a few. Get a couple in mind. We'll talk about what else do we know about this change. So what came out here first, oh wow, okay. We have the Fool reversed and the Seven of Wands, and the Knight of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. All reversed here with this change. Wow, I feel like you're really breaking free of some very heavy energy that misguided the Ace of Pentacles reversed. I feel like you were waiting for something. You've been waiting for something and for a while. 7 is here. Maybe 7 months, 7 years. Seven is significant here. Maybe you're born in July. Maybe you're a Libra in the 7th house. Life path number could be 7. The Fool reversed in the 7 of Wands. It could also be too much change here. Never any with the Fool reversed with the 7 of Wands here. The 7 of Wands is like a tornado, you know, where everything, you're just there and everything is spinning around. And with the Fool card can sometimes indicate an energy of just always wanting to go and move and constant change. There could be the need for laying down some stable roots. You know, you never really grow if you're always changing. And this Knight of Wands with the Ace of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, he would be going to try to plant. He doesn't wait around long enough for the opportunity to become and develop. Maybe you haven't had a real passion. Something that you're really passionate about to make you stick around, to stay and to grow. Because there's been too much change. Too much upset. Constant upset. Or just not knowing who you are. But I'm really attracted to this this Page of Swords energy. I really feel like this is embodying who you are at this moment. And what you've accomplished. This balance. Like you're all hearts. You want to play hearts. You want to talk about things of the heart, from the heart, truthfully, making open declarations that are pure and honest. And there's a certain naivety with the pages. You know, they are masters of the element they belong with. The Magician, for me as a reader. This is very beautiful. The White Rabbit. Feed your head. Okay. Let's get a card from the fairies and just continue and see where we go. Where are you going? You know, it's like you are the rabbit. You're the rabbit, and you lead yourself. You're teaching yourself as well here. Learning as you go. Quickly, mercurial. Get the feeling of quick movement. It's talking about all this change. That's interesting, because it's like is that the essence of mutability? You know, being able to stay grounded with all of this change and new learning and passion. Because when you're passionate about something, you usually want more of it, and you want to talk about it, and you want to do it, and you want to be it, and you want to grow it, and you just want to, you just bubble, you know, from the inside. And the Page of Swords is controlled demolition. I just kind of felt that as well. Because in the Thoth deck, you know, she's swinging that sword, you know, against external, maybe other people too. Okay, let's talk to the fairies. Let's invite the fairies in. Where are we going? Into this realm with this rabbit, with the white rabbit. This passionate. Sorry, I'm just gonna make sure these cards are straight. Okay. So we have the fawn and the soul shrinker. And would that not be the essence of passion? The purity and innocence of the fawn, you see. Natural, very, very lit up, all the alignment through the center, just from the mind, like the Page of Swords. This new, it's very bright, new steel. You know how new steel, like in like how the swords, they glow blue, but the pain of the passion as well. The soul shrinker, this is also fears and doubts. This is what we do to ourselves when we lay in bed at night and we hear you're not good enough, and what are you thinking, and why are you trying to do that, and you're not intelligent at all. You're dumb, and no one likes you, and you just need to go back where you came from, under the rock, and all these horrible things mean that we do to ourselves. This is card 55. Those two, and I would feel like that's a lot of upset. Like 5 of Swords and 5 of Discs and 5 of Wands, 5 of Cups. All the 5s is just shitty. Our past failures as well. But here is a 35, which is an 8, which is strength, which is the sun. The heart, the courage of the heart, the fawn is very natural. But there's always, that suffering with the soul shrinker. Something in your past, past failures that have kept you, these ones over here with the star reversed, the 8 of Wands reversed, and the turtle and stingray energy. This that keep you from emerging this from this old paradigms. The star and the 8 of Wands reversed. Old paradigms, records on repeat in your mind that need to change in the positive way, because you can have too much change and inconsistency, or you can have the right kind of change that's led, that you lead, that puts you in control, where you have control over this soul shrinker, and you say, no, that's not true. I may have made mistakes in the past. I might have made poor choices, and I might have been plumb dumb, but I'm not anymore, or I'm going to put in the effort to not make those types of decisions, to where you're it's coming from a different place, being less led by immature desires, like the Knight of Wands with the Ace of Discs reversed is like childish desires. I want it because I want it, give it to me now. Like, that just looks like a donut, like Homer Simpson. Something about this is just dumb. Dumb. Soul shrinker. Dumb. being led by passion in a way that you have the control, puts you in command with your sword of truth, where you cut away. You slice this dude's head off. You're like, no, I don't stick it through his fucking throat. She's like, shut up. I'm not listening to you anymore. Oh, it's like Gollum when he's like, go away and never come back. When he tells, or when Smeagol tells Gollum, go away and never come back. You know, you have to recognize that and take charge. This fawn energy. Leading you through the forest. This is like Legolas. Something like Mirkwood about this. His mind shoots straight. All of his arrows are straight. They hit the mark. You know. Okay. So let's let the sisters speak, and we'll see where we go from there. Ooh, they're jumpy. They have something to say today. All right. Speak to us about this change, this self-control. Oh, I just looked at rebirth there. Passion and change, rebirth. Emergence from this old ditch, you know, like you've been drinking ditch water. Oh, this is a cup of cool, clean water right here. Because it just seems like you've been in this place, and it seems very red, this place that you've been. But red in like horror, you know, like a nightmare, like in The Shining when the blood comes down the hallway, like not a will, you know, this isn't like the blood of the will for your own. No, this is like horror at what and maybe yourself, maybe you're feel some shame here as well. That's this guy. The only way, I mean, we learn, you know, through experience. In the Patrick Henry address, the "Give Me Liberty" or "Give Me Death," in that speech, he says, "The only lamp by which I'm guided is that of experience," something like that. You know, the lamp by which I'm guided is experience. We're here to learn and to grow, soul growth, soul creation, and to grow. And of course, we're going to make mistakes, horrible ones that we just don't ever want anyone to know, and you know, that make us want to crawl in bed and, you know, curl into a little ball and cover ourselves. You know, some people drink it away, they do drugs, they commit suicide, they can't handle it because they give in to this guy. They shrink. They don't grow that soul. They shrink. They're shrunk. And their fear, you know, standing in that hallway, seeing all that the past come upon you in waves of blood. So dark. I'm so dark. This passion, suffering. But either you create yourself out of it, you come through the storm, and if you can do that somehow, if you can control it, because like look at the colors here of these cards, like in this card it's like kind of out of control, like how this red is just kind of coming, and then you have this little circle here, that's you, like it's come upon you. And then here, it's change. Indeed, the name of the card. It's changed. The whole mood is different. The feel, because we have the cooling of that, the healing of that, the blue, and then we have these oranges, and it's just a whole different vibe. This passion, this suffering of the heart of our past. But we also want to use it as a catalyst to help us to grow. Because I wrote something recently, and that was the creation of the soul demands the blood of the heart. I wrote that in a poem. The creation of the soul demands the blood of the heart. And that's what this is. The storm. You're in the storm. But it's there. It's like you're just coming out of it, or you're out of it, and you have some clarity. But there's always gonna, this guy's, he's there, but you've always, just like he's always gonna be there, you're always gonna have your sword to stick in his fucking throat. No, not today, not tomorrow, not 5 minutes from now. Because he isn't like a positive anxiety reminder of, hey, we're living, maybe we should make some changes, or that positive anxiety that helps to let us know that we're not doing something correct. The natural archetypes. I don't know, Tessarian was talking about this in a podcast recently, like the Jungian archetypes that enter our lives, or just archetypes in general, that we work with to let us know, hey, change needs to happen, your inauthentic life, and then the self-murdered person, this is a self-murdered person. This isn't the positive part. This is a very negative, that you must overcome. This is doesn't want you to grow. This card is called the Soul Shrinker for a reason, because it wants you to be diminished into nothing with it. Eating fucking rocks, you know? You do not have pity for this creature. This creature does not have pity for you. You do not project your goodness onto this creature. This is a part of you that you must overcome. That will always be with you. Through the ages, through your soul development. It's just, I don't know why, but it's there. Okay. Let's chase some rabbits with the sisters. Sisters. What do you say? What do you say here? I love this deck. This little oracle deck. It's something like the priestess moon or something. I don't know. I call it the sisters. What are you to say, sisters? How can we help ourselves? How can we clean this up? Polish. Used to be cleanse. There's a cleansing of the mind happening. Cleansing of the mind. Creation of the soul demands the blood of the heart. Soul arises anew. Face of the soul shrinker. Grow. Soul grow. Out of this old muddy ditch. We've been laying in the gutter. If this had a smell, I'm from Louisiana. If these cards here had a smell, this smells like Bourbon Street at 4 a.m., 5:30, 6 a.m. Funk, filth. It's disgusting. So much more to New Orleans than Bourbon Street. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Very nice. And these cards, these two, they flipped over here to change and passion. We have luck and good fortune. In both of these cards, we have the triangle with the abracadabra. The I create what I speak. Right here. You have the luck of the rabbit, the luck of the mind, the fortune, the heart, of the purity, of the honesty, of authenticity. Very Jupiter. Jupiter is prominent here. This luck. You have Jupiter strong in your chart. I think Jupiter is in Capricorn right now. I could be mistaken. But the house Jupiter is in your chart is relevant here for you, for the way that this is going to be expressed. Your passion here with this fortune and luck, with what you're speaking about, is tied to whatever house Jupiter is in your chart. I'm going to ask the Thoth deck to speak to us about this luck and good fortune. 3 of Wands comes out immediately onto the luck card. Virtue, purity. You see how this is very orange and red, like this passion. But you see the 3 of Wands is passionate in a way that's pure. So you have this this is Sun in Aries. This would be tied to Mars. And I was talking about the difference in between the red here and then the red of the will of Mars, of virtue, of purity, of the heart and the mind, the heart on the sleeve. Because a 3 of Wands is your heart on your sleeve. This golden heart. Golden heart. That's your Indian name. Golden heart. You know. Burning from the inside, that pure passion, that authentic place within you when it starts to burn, that flame, that will, and what you do to get it there. The 3, the X and the 1 is 11, which is the adjustment card, the balance. You know, was talking about that with the Fawn and the Soul Shrinker, the extremes. The Fawn is about soul growth, and we have the Soul Shrinker here. Let's continue. Let's get another card or two about this luck and good fortune from the sisters, please, and we'll close. 2 of Swords reversed, just flipped over and flipped back. Okay, so we have the King of Discs upright with the Knight of Swords in the Tower reversed. Return to stability, a return to sanity. This is a constant movement and constant change, upheavals, you know, bringing that, because the Prince of Discs, he's Taurus, but he's moving. You see, he's on a chariot, you know, and he's got that strong, earthy will, but he's moving with it instead of being thrown about and tossed about by life, you know, like the Knight of Swords and the Tower. This energy is, you know, constant upheaval and change, never quiet, always going in the mind, just and our atmosphere. Can't find my words sometimes. Upheaval, just of the mind and of our surroundings, never having a place to put down roots because it's like constantly being bombed in the mind, bombed in your environment, never having a home, never having a place to be. But the king of discs, the prince of discs, he's everywhere is his home because he's of the earth. The earth, the world he sees the whole earth as like a garden, and everywhere he goes, it grows. Where the king of discs goes, the earth grows. You know? He's natural and pure. He's naked, virtuous. I wish you stability and strength through this time. And if you are in that hallway and you see the blood coming towards you, you know, and don't shrink in horror. Meet it, you know, meet it as it comes. Let it flow through you, past you. Let it come, because you have the strength to be cleansed. It needs to come. It needs to pass through you. This passion to bring you change. Because on the other side of that is luck and good fortune, growth, soul growth, new, pure. I hope to see you again.